I came back in a few years later, and then once again I got dropped. I mean, if you count T20 internationals, one-day cricket and Test cricket, I'm in double figures. I'm somewhere close to 20 times being dropped in and out of the side, like dropped in and out, in and out. And then when it happened, when I probably met my wife Rachel in 2015, and it was all new for her. I remember when I got dropped in 2015 Sri Lanka series. I scored 400s in a row for Australia. I went to Sri Lanka, played 2 Test matches, and got dropped after those 2 Test matches. So 6 Test matches, I scored 400s, and I got dropped. And she really struggled with it at the time, and understandably why. I was annoyed by it because I'd been through it so much. I had practice at dealing with it, and for me, straight away, I was like, right, I can't control this. I've never been able to control this side of the game, so I'm not going to bother trying to control it. It is what it is. They're going to make decisions or selections. All I can control is, how I train, how I go about it, and whether that allows me to score runs again. And that was a big learning for me, and I learned to deal with it a lot better over time by just controlling the controllables. And it's a cliche, but I think it's a cliche because it's so important. It actually works. It works definitely for me. Too many times people get into trying to control things that they have no control on whatsoever, and they get anxiety, and that anxiety just ruins them. And then, anxiety a lot of times, they fail, they do stuff, leads to depression. A lot of things happen. But for me, it was about, I can't control that. So the more it happened, the more I got better at just dealing with getting drunk. All right, life moves on. Let's move on to the next thing. And then I find my way back into the Australian team, and then I get dropped again. And I find my way, whatever it was, one-day cricket or Test cricket. So funny thing, I think the resilience of me always coming back probably stemmed from my brothers just giving me absolutely nothing and toughening me up as a kid, and not being picked a lot growing up too. There's plenty of times I didn't get picked in sides growing up where 100% should have been picked, but at that time I felt like where I was from, the color of my skin definitely played a part in why I wasn't getting picked. I just had to be really headstrong and be like, all right, I'll show you guys. So all those things culminating into me having really thick skin, and then me having ways to deal with it once I was getting dropped all the time, just focusing on things I can control, not worrying about what I couldn't, helped me to keep coming back into the Australian side over and over again. It's helped me throughout my career.